Well, people, it looks like the reshoots didn't work. And I, for one, am not surprised. The upcoming Falcon Cap movie appears to be, just as I predicted, it's going to be another miraculous, disastrous dud for Disney slash Marvel slash MCU. This movie, in my opinion, was not to be made, had no reason to be made, should never have been made. Falcon Cap did not work in the comics. The Falcon and Winter Soldier TV series didn't work because nobody watched it. I didn't even finish watching it. This is how bad it was. I didn't finish watching it. It's not going to fix anything. It's not going to make anything better. You just want to push Falcon as Captain America. And like I said, that failed miserably in the comics. But you learn nothing from there and decide to go and do this. The first time you put this movie together and you had test screenings, it was an absolute disaster. People actively hated it so much you ran back to do reshoots. And it turns out that those reshoots didn't fix anything at all. Dive into this article here from That Park Place. Captain America Brave New World reportedly awful after test screening. Again, what a shocker. A rumor claims that Marvel Studios' upcoming film Captain America Brave New World is awful following recent test screenings. This rumor comes from Scooper My Time to Shine Hello on X. This is what he wrote here. Just heard back from like 3 people who went to see Captain America Brave New World test screening, and woof, movie sounds awful. I'm not surprised, because what happened with it is that they made a movie in the beginning. The movie was terrible. Audiences who saw the test screening didn't like it. They didn't like the so-called action scenes. They didn't like the chemistry between Falcon and his love interest. They didn't like all the political crap. When that happened now, MCU decided, let's go back and do reshoots. And many people took my throat and said, oh, it's not really, or that reshoot, they're just doing a few little things to touch up here and there. They literally had to go back and reshoot the whole damn thing because they had to change things. They got rid of the Serpent Society. They changed this, they changed that, they changed the other. All of this. That they literally have to do it. But you see, this is going to turn out exactly like the Marvels. When it came to the Marvels, they cut out major pieces of the story. If you could even call that a story, that was basically just Spaceballs. But, that's basically what they did. And what you got was a jumbled together nonsensical crap that nobody was interested in. This is what you're going to get with this movie. Because what they're trying to do here and what they can actually accomplish is not 2 things. It's just one big disaster pile overall. That's it. It was also previously reported by Jordan Lumi at World of Real. He wrote 2 different cuts of the film test screened last week. The person who attended didn't seem to like the movie all that much. I'm not surprised. From the trailer that I saw, it wasn't interesting to me because you see, people have to remember this when it comes to the trailers. They lie. There's no other way to put it, they lie. They will take some of the best, I can't even say that, some of the most fluid or really fast-paced action scenes and turn that into a trailer. And we turn around now, in reality, it's basically only like about 3 minutes out of the whole movie. I mean, if you want to know, there's no better example of this than Netflix's Masters of the Universe Revolution. Was the first one Revolution? Or whatever, the first one. The trailer that they put out basically showed He-Man battling and all this sort of stuff. Even though Clownfish TV, stand be neon and geeky, came out with the knowledge that they got and reported what they were going to do with this series. Kevin Smith took their throat. A lot of people took their throat up and all of this. And when the series did come out now, we got 5 episodes of the worst crap in recorded history. They were right. They literally only took like the first 2 minutes of any kind of action scene in it, turned that into a trailer, and the rest of the movie was just the series. Sorry, was just Tila's gay lesbian romp across Eternia. That was it. So trailers lie sometimes, people, and they lie a lot when they say they do certain things with it. So I was not impressed at all with that Falcon Cap trailer because it seems suspicious to me. He added, the reactions I've heard have not been very kind to this movie, which is being described as inessential and flat. I would describe it as that also. It's inessential because nobody is interested in Falcon Cap. You could have made a Falcon movie, but you don't want to because why? You want Captain America to be black. That's what you want. It failed. It's failed like 3 times in the comics already. You still won't stop. Nobody wants to see old man Harrison Ford as Red Hulk. Yes, the CJ are going to be like, well, okay, yeah, that's really good, but give them about 5 minutes and they're not going to wear off fast. Nobody's interested in these things, but this is what they keep doing. This test screening appears to have taken place following significant reshoots for the film that were initially rumored to last anywhere between 3 months and 22 days. It was initially reported by scooper Daniel RPK via Marvel News Films in January, and the film would undergo reshoots from May until August. Yep. However, the Hollywood Reporter's Boris Kitt reported at the end of May reported that the reshoots would last 22 days and would include the introduction of Giancarlo Esposito's new villain character. The reshoots eventually took place throughout August. Of course it did. Interestingly enough, actor Tim Blake Nelson, who will play the leader in the film, revealed he shot the entire movie twice. He told the Hollywood Reporter in September, well, we're done. I've actually shot it twice because I did it originally a year ago and then we came back and redid a lot of it at the beginning of it this summer. Because you have to understand something, yeah? Reshoots on a movie are actually quite normal. You have these big budget movies and they will have reshoots because they want to touch on certain things like that. Alright. That's not what happened here. Calling it reshoots is doing it justice, but that's not what happened. You basically had to make another movie. That's what you basically had to do because they literally had to change something like about 85% of this movie. Because what they had before, they have to change it now to fit something. Remember, you're bringing in Giancarlo Esposito as this new villain. You have to change certain scenes to match him. You have to bring back in actors. You have to bring in CGI. You have to look at it. All these people have to be paid to do these things. So that is not going to just make anything better off the body. But this is not basically reshooting. This is basically shooting an entirely new movie. That's what they did. Actor Anthony Mackie, who stars as Sam Wilson in the film, had previously downplayed the significance of the reshoots, telling the Radio Times, we shot the next film and now because we had this big strike, it kind of delayed everything. So now we're going to do our reshoots, which isn't a big deal. But I don't expect him to say anything different because he had to sing for his supper. You understand me? He's already been paid for this movie, and because he had to come back and what he got paid even more. But when this movie bombs, what then? You're going to hear the normal thing, racism, you know what? That's why white, you don't want a black man, you want a white man, all this kind of nonsense. All of it. Where were all these racists when it is the MCU were doing so good? I don't know. Apparently, they only spawned after all the crap started. He continues on. Every Marvel movie I've done has done between 6 weeks and 3 months of reshoots. It's just how it works. All of these big budget superhero movies, all of them do reshoots. When we did Endgame, we did like 3 months of reshoots. So it's always a thing where you shoot what you have, get it in the editing, you see what you got, then you come back and you make it better. So it's just the way the process works, which is actually true. But as I said before, there's a difference. You may touch up certain little aspects, little parts during reshoots. But when you literally have to change an entire story and go back and do about 70 to 85% of the work on that movie all over again to reshoot it, and you're basically shooting an entirely new movie. And that's what happened here. But he's not going to come out and say, listen, the first run that test screenings was so awful, people actually walked out of that theater and flipped me off. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. He's not going to say that. He's going to come and say, nah, it's perfectly normal to do reshoots, blah, blah, blah. What he's saying, what he said is, oh God, we shot an entirely new movie. It was so freaking bad. Everybody hates me. Oh, crap. But again, he has to sing for his supper. So that's what he's going to say, people. That's it. Well, some other stuff here and thing now. While downplaying the significance of the reshoots, it appears they were necessary due to an initial round of test screening going poorly. You know, from that claims that the previous test screening for the film did not impress audiences. The user said information about these test screenings. I've been able to get some insight into what some of the main issues were at the Captain America Brave New World test screenings. This is the original test screening that they did that made them have to go back and reshoot basically the whole movie. Apparently, audiences were unimpressed by the film's action scenes and the chemistry between Cap and his love interest. That's shocking. Not only that, the audience did not find the action scenes and the chemistry between Falcon and stuff like that, but they found the movie's political intrigue uninspired and unengaging. This is what they're going to say. However, the biggest issue was how audiences responded to the film's political content. You might think this mean audiences found it divisive, but it was actually worse than that. They found it boring. I'm told that the overall feel was that the political material was uninspired and unengaging, that audiences found it lacked nuance, was overly expository, and really slowed the movie down. I'm also told that while the 3 sequences that will be removed were a big part of the problem. Again, one of the things people like about Captain America movies in the MCU, the first movie, in my opinion, wasn't all that great. Captain America Winter Soldier was literally one of the best, if not the best MCU movie that they ever did. That great actions and everything like that. There was no president, this political act. It boiled down to basically Shield, Hydra, Captain America. That's it. That's all people want. People don't want your cleverly described way of trying to say that, you don't like Trump put into a movie. Nobody cares about that. Right, he goes on to say that the film's issues go beyond that and will likely include significant rewrites throughout, as well as removing characters. I'm told that Marvel really wants to keep the summer window for reshoots in order to avoid another release delay, and not just because vacating what they feel is a good release date for the film. So yeah, and they did another, like I said, end up cutting out the whole Serpent Society to bring in Giancarlo Esposito's character, so they had to reshoot everything now to match up with that. Right. Given these new alleged reactions, the reshoots do not appear to have improved the film, and is not really surprising given Mackie was promoting the film as a clear reset and claiming that it transcends good versus bad storytelling. How did that work out for the Acolyte again? Absolute bomb. Okay. That's it. You're going to say some stuff about how to go and rewrite the movie. I don't really care to go through all of that. I'm going to say, I am not surprised that this is happening. because this movie had no business being made. Nobody's interested in Falcon Cap. This movie is going to be an absolute disaster. That is a given at this point. The only thing that Anthony Mackie could do is basically try to sing for his supper, but nothing I have seen leads me to believe that this movie is going to be good at all. And the fact that, we're getting another set of rumors that the test screening for it once again was awful, basically cemented to me that this is going to be yet another MCU flop. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like it, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.